Hello everybody, my name is Uzi Gorilla. Today I'm doing something a little bit different for my channel and I'm going to discuss a Halo PC mod, Halo Custom Edition mod called SPV3, short for Single Player Version 3. It's created by a custom maps team. They're a long-running Halo 1 modding team. And basically what SPV3 is, it's a rework and an expansion of the original game. It's been a thing for 7 years, development for 3 years. It's only the first 5 missions, but the rest will be coming eventually. Basically what SPV3 is a combination of all Bungie era games. It includes weapons from those games like DMRs, SMGs, brute plasma rifles, the brute shot, carbines, stuff like that. It also adds some cut content such as the blind wolves from Halo 2. They were cut from Halo 2 and they're reintegrated here. You've got new vehicles, you've got the Gosshog, you've got the Gun Goose, you've got Sparrowhawk, which is from Halo Wars. You've also got drivable wraiths, so that's something new. The whole vehicle system's really been redone. There's destructible vehicles, you can board vehicles, your Ghost has a boost now. It expands on pretty much everything vehicle related. There are new weapons and grenades, brand new to this mod. There are cluster grenades. You throw one grenade and then it explodes into 3 different other ones that then explode. You've got a gravity grenade, which is really fun to play with. You throw it and it sucks in everything around it. And you've also got a weapon called the Shredder, which is a proto-needler. That's what we're going for. It's a needler that bounces off walls, doesn't track, but still super combines and all that. It's a lot brutish. It's just adding to the sandbox. All these weapons are retuned, so they're not direct copies from any of the other games, so they all work well together. They all have their specific roles. Another feature they add in this game, or in this mod, is armor abilities. You've got things like health regen, which makes your health regen passively when you're not taking any damage. You've got the visor from ODST, which is basically like an enhanced flashlight. If you've played ODST, you know exactly what this is. And another armor ability they added is Sprint. Sprint's pretty controversial in the Halo universe, but since this is a single player only campaign, it works just fine. Just helps you get from place to place quicker. As long as new sandbox items, they also include new areas in the game. For example, on Halo, you have Alpha Base, which you have to clear enemies from to capture this base. If you've read the novelization of the first game, you'll know exactly what Alpha Base is and why it's so important to the story. If you haven't read The Flood, just go read it. Some people say it's not worth reading, but it's definitely worth reading if you're into the expanded universe stuff. They also add dialogue. This is dialogue that was cut from that were in the game files that they re-added.
Ask yourself this question. Is what I'm doing right now helping Cortana from blowing into tiny, tiny bits?
There's also dialogue from other games, mostly Cortana lines that are from other games. There's also custom dialogues. Like, there's an added character called Sheila Pulaski, which for any extended universe fans knows is an actual character from the books. And she has her own voice actors, and she's really good.
This is Petty Officer Sheila Pulaski. Echo 205 is on standby. If you can eliminate Covenant forces guarding one of their transceivers, I can relay your signals so that you can infiltrate the Covenant Battle.net.
So there's a whole bunch of added stuff. It just makes for a fuller experience overall. Other things the mod does is it rearranges all the music. It's all still Halo music. There's some original stuff there too, but it all holds true to the original Halo score. They also bring in music from other games, Halo 2, Halo 3. This mod also improves controller support. In the original game, your diagonals didn't work very well because the game decided either you were going forward or you're going right, or strafing. There was no in between. So they fixed those kind of things. So if you're not so much into PC gaming and keyboard and mouse is kind of intimidating to you, you can absolutely use a controller for this mod and you'll still have a great experience. Another thing about this mod that I really enjoy as a lore fan is it's very lore friendly. They do a whole lot to add to the overall feel of being part of the Halo canon. This is the first game, so there are so many things that aren't in this game that are added. A few things are fixed for continuity, such as Captain Keyes' uniform. It's the uniform he's wearing at the end of Halo Reach instead of the gray drab one. It's a bright white one. Adds characters from the EU, like I mentioned previously, Sheila Pulaski from First Strike. She's the one that helps Johnson get off of the Halo ring, if you're ever wondering how Johnson got off the ring. Well, read First Strike, that'll answer a lot of your questions. That said, they added a whole bunch of stuff and they hold really true to the lore, but they do take some liberties. The biggest one being that brutes should not be present on the Halo ring, because the fleet of Particular Justice, the fleet that is there, the Covenant fleet, doesn't have brutes. It's a completely elite group. But for the sake of gameplay, it's definitely worth adding of the brutes. If this were 343, I would be a little bit more upset about that, but it's a fan mod, and it just adds the overall variety of the game. Something the original Halo 1, it's great, but it was kind of boring and bland, especially playing nowadays. This mod really brings back that magic I had from playing old Halo games. I played Halo 1. Halo 1 was great. But then Halo 2 came out and I got to see more of the universe. I got to actually play as the Covenant. That was fucking amazing to me. I got to see the other side of the story. I got to see all these things I didn't get to see, and it just was really magical. And this mod brings back that sense of wonderment. It's almost like a dream come true. You always want to play the Halo game that has everything from all the games thrown in at once. While it's not everything, and things don't work exactly the way they do in other games, they're all brought together, they're all familiar, and they all play really well together. I've been watching this project for a while now. I was big into Halo modding about 10 years ago. Man, 10 years. I feel old now. I was really into it. That's when I first heard about this project. I haven't kept up with it lately, but since its near release, there's been a resurgence. And it's everything that I hoped for and hoped it would be back in the day when I was modding. It brought that promise of adding all this stuff and makes it a reality. It's not a dream come true, because I'm not dreaming about this, but it's exciting. If you're like me and you've been missing some of that magic, I highly recommend playing it, because I think you too will experience some of that magic back. It's hard to recapture magic from your youth once you've grown up, just because you've grown up, but I really do believe that this brings back all of that wonderment that you experienced playing new Halo games in the past. If you're interested in downloading, I'll have a link in the description below. I'll also have a link to the subreddit that is dedicated to it. Yeah, so those will be coming in the next few days once it's publicly released. I have a preview build that I've been playing, and I've got to give a huge thanks to Masters1337, who is the lead designer, for giving me access to this early. It's been great. I'm doing a Let's Play series of it right now. The first episode I put out a few days ago. Second one will be out the day this is released. So I would greatly appreciate it if you went and watched those. If you're looking forward to this mod, please give the video a like, maybe a dislike if you're not. Leave a comment once you play the game, if you feel like it rekindled some of that magic, leave a comment and let me know. I would be very grateful to hear about that. And also, if you found this via my video, I'd be grateful to hear that too. Just any kind of interaction I'd really be good with. If you're interested in more stuff that I do, I mostly do Let's Plays of various games. So if those are interested, go check those out. Subscribe if you're interested in that. I am going to expand into doing more Halo content, commentary on Halo 5 gameplay mechanics, where the story's going, maybe some retrospectives, I don't know. I'm just now expanding into it. So again, if any of that sounds helpful, or if you're interested in more videos, give me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Any interaction I'd greatly appreciate. Yeah, go check out SPV3, and I hope to see you in another video soon.